You've been lied to about money your entire life. Not by accident, by design. Every belief you have about wealth, every feeling you get when you think about being rich, every subconscious block that keeps you struggling, it was installed in you before you even knew what money was. And right now, there's a ritual, a specific sequence of mental and physical actions that the ultra-wealthy have used for generations to literally rewire their brains for abundance. This ritual has nothing to do with hard work or luck. It's about accessing a hidden doorway in your mind that 99% of people don't even know exists. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly what this ritual is, why it works according to neuroscience and psychology, and how you can start using it tonight. Ancient secret, modern wealth. But here's the uncomfortable truth: most of you won't do it. Not because it's hard, because your poverty programming will fight back. Let's see if you're ready to override it. The money wound. Before we can talk about attracting wealth, we need to expose the wound that's repelling it. Think back to the first time you heard your parents argue about money. The tension in the air, the fear in their voices. Maybe it was the phrase "we can't afford it" repeated so often it became a mantra burned into your subconscious. The child who watches his parents fear money will grow up to fear money himself. This isn't just psychology, it's neuroscience. Your brain formed neural pathways around money based on emotional experiences before age 7. You didn't choose these pathways, you inherited them. And now they run on autopilot, sabotaging every attempt you make to build wealth. The ritual we're about to reveal doesn't work unless you first acknowledge this wound exists. Most people skip this step. They try to manifest money while their subconscious is screaming that money is dangerous, that rich people are evil, that they don't deserve abundance. Your conscious mind wants wealth, but your subconscious fears it. That internal war guarantees you stay broke. But what if there was a way to heal this wound once and for all? The frequency shift. Here's something that sounds mystical but is actually backed by physics. Everything in the universe, including money, operates on frequencies. Your thoughts emit electromagnetic signals that your brain produces constantly. When you think about money with fear, anxiety, or desperation, you're broadcasting a frequency that literally repels abundance. Desperation repels money. Studies at the Heart Math Institute have shown that emotions create measurable electromagnetic fields that extend several feet from your body. When wealthy people think about money, their brain waves show calm alpha states. When struggling people think about money, their brains spike into stressed beta states. The ritual begins with shifting your frequency before you ever touch money. This isn't about pretending to be rich. It's about genuinely feeling the emotion of abundance before it manifests. The feeling is the secret. Most people have this backwards. They wait to feel abundant until they have money. The wealthy feel abundant first and money follows. You must become the frequency of wealth before wealth can find you. This leads us to the most counterintuitive part of the ritual, the gratitude gate. You've heard about gratitude before, but you've been doing it wrong. Writing down 3 things you're thankful for in a journal does almost nothing for wealth attraction. The real gratitude practice, the one that actually opens what ancient traditions called the abundance gate, involves something far more powerful. The version they taught you was deliberately watered down. Here's the real practice. You need to feel gratitude for money you haven't received yet as if it's already in your bank account. Not hoping for it, not wishing for it. Feeling genuine appreciation for its presence in your life right now. This sounds delusional until you understand the neuroscience. Your brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. Brain scans show the same neural regions activating whether you're experiencing something or intensely visualizing it. Brain cannot tell difference. When you practice advanced gratitude for wealth as if it exists now, you're literally rewiring your brain's relationship with money. You're creating new neural pathways that expect abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude is the magnetic force that draws abundance to you. But gratitude alone isn't enough. You need to combine it with something far more ancient. The midnight window. There's a specific time window when your subconscious mind is most receptive to new programming. It's not during meditation. It's not during affirmations. It's the 15 minutes before you fall asleep and the 15 minutes after you wake up. During these windows, your brain operates in theta state, the same brainwave frequency used in hypnotherapy. Theta. This is when the gatekeepers of your conscious mind are off duty. Whatever you feed your brain during these windows goes directly into your subconscious without filtering. Most people use this precious time scrolling through their phones, absorbing negativity, watching stressful news, or thinking about problems. They're literally programming themselves for failure every single night. The last thought you hold becomes your subconscious command. The wealthy have known this secret for centuries. Before they sleep, they visualize their goals as already accomplished. They feel the emotions of success. They program their subconscious for abundance while everyone else programs theirs for anxiety. Sleep programs your reality. This brings us to the specific technique that makes this window even more powerful. The scene technique. Now here's where the ritual gets specific. It's not enough to vaguely think about being rich. You need to create what Neville Goddard called a scene that implies the wish fulfilled. This means visualizing a specific, short scene that would only be happening if you were already wealthy, not the money itself, not counting cash. A scene that implies the money already exists. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and observe the route that your attention follows. For example, if your goal is financial freedom, you might visualize sitting on your deck, completely relaxed, knowing all your bills are paid for life. You might visualize a conversation with a friend where they ask how you did it. You might visualize checking your investment account and feeling calm satisfaction. The scene must be in first person, through your own eyes, not watching yourself. It must loop repeatedly during that 15-minute window before sleep. And most importantly, it must generate genuine emotion. Your subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to feeling. If your visualization doesn't make you feel something, it's not working. But there's another element most people miss entirely: the body anchor. Your mind and body are not separate systems. They're one integrated unit. And the ritual doesn't work if you only engage your mind while your body stays stuck in poverty mode. What do I mean by poverty mode? It's the physical posture of someone who's struggling. Shoulders slumped, breathing shallow, muscles tense, eyes downcast. Your nervous system reads these signals and tells your brain, we're in survival mode, scarcity mode, danger mode. Your body is broadcasting poverty signals right now. The wealthy have a different physical presence. They breathe deeply. They take up space. They move with calm confidence. This isn't arrogance, it's their nervous system operating in abundance mode. Posture signals your worth. The ritual requires you to adopt a wealth posture before and during visualization. Stand or sit like someone who has already achieved financial freedom. Breathe like them. Let your face relax into the expression of someone who's completely secure. Your body must tell your brain that you are already wealthy. This physical anchor makes your visualizations 10 times more powerful. But we're not done yet. There's a morning component that completes the circuit, the morning seal. What you did last night before sleep planted the seed. What you do first thing in the morning waters it. Most people wake up and immediately check their phones. They let the outside world dictate their internal state before they've even fully woken up. Emails with problems, news with fear, social media with comparison. They've lost the game before it even started. The first hour of the morning is the rudder of the day. The morning seal works like this. For the first 15 minutes after waking, before you check anything, you revisit the scene you visualized last night. But this time, you add spoken affirmations stated as if they are already true. Not "I will be wealthy." That pushes wealth into the future where it stays forever. Instead, "I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am a magnet for abundance. I am already wealthy." Your voice carries frequency. Speaking these statements out loud while in that receptive morning theta state literally imprints them into your subconscious. Your spoken word in the morning becomes your lived reality. But affirmations without the next element are just empty words. The identity shift. Here's where most manifestation teachings fail completely. They tell you to visualize and affirm, but they never address the core issue: your identity. You can visualize being rich all day long, but if deep down you see yourself as someone who struggles with money, that identity will override everything. Identity. Your subconscious is fiercely loyal to your self-image. It will sabotage any reality that doesn't match who you believe you are. Win the lottery while believing you're poor. Your subconscious will find a way to lose it all. Get a raise while believing you don't deserve wealth. Watch how quickly you'll spend it on nothing. The ritual requires a deliberate identity shift. You must begin seeing yourself as someone who naturally attracts wealth, not working toward becoming that person. Being that person now. The only thing that changes your identity is changing what you believe about yourself. This means catching yourself every time you think or say something that reinforces a poverty identity. I'm bad with money. I can never get ahead. These statements are identity anchors that keep you stuck. But there's one more piece that brings the entire ritual together: the action signal. Now I need to address something that spiritual manifestation teachers often skip. The ritual is not passive. It's not about sitting in your room visualizing while waiting for money to fall from the sky. Your actions must align with your new identity. Action proves your belief. Here's what most people don't understand. Taking action from a place of abundance creates completely different results than taking action from a place of desperation. Same action, different energy, different outcomes. When you've done the ritual correctly, you'll start receiving what I call action signals, intuitive nudges toward opportunities, ideas that feel inspired rather than forced, connections that seem to appear out of nowhere. The universe rewards action that matches your frequency. Your job is to follow these signals without overthinking them. The broke mind analyzes every opportunity until it disappears. The wealthy mind acts on intuition with confidence. Most of your best opportunities were destroyed by overthinking. The ritual trains you to recognize and respond to these signals. It creates a feedback loop where visualization leads to inspired action, which leads to results, which reinforces your new wealthy identity. And this brings us to the final element that makes it all sustainable: the daily reset. The wealthy don't do this ritual once and expect miracles. They do it every single day. Because every day, the world tries to reinstall your poverty programming. Every advertisement tells you that you don't have enough. Every news story broadcasts fear and scarcity. Every conversation with struggling friends reinforces limiting beliefs. We do not rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. The daily reset is your defense system. Every night before sleep, you run the visualization. Every morning upon waking, you speak the affirmations. Throughout the day, you catch and correct poverty thoughts. You maintain the wealthy posture. You act on inspired signals. Consistency creates lasting change. Most people will try this for 3 days and quit. That's why most people stay broke. The wealthy understand that reprogramming years of conditioning takes consistent effort. But here's the beautiful truth: within 21 days of consistent practice, you'll start noticing shifts, unexpected money appearing, opportunities finding you, a calmness around finances you've never felt before. The seed you plant tonight becomes the forest of your future wealth. You now possess something that most people will never have: the complete ritual for rewiring your brain for unlimited wealth. The midnight window, the scene technique, the gratitude gate, the body anchor, the morning seal, the identity shift, the action signals, the daily reset. Every wealthy person you admire has done some version of this ritual. They didn't get lucky. They programmed their subconscious for success while everyone else programmed theirs for struggle. Tonight, you have a choice. You can scroll to the next video and let these insights fade into the noise of your mind. Or you can begin the ritual tonight in that precious window before sleep and start building the neural pathways of a wealthy person. Your mind programs your reality. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. And who you are is determined by the programming running in your subconscious. You are not a victim of your finances. You are the programmer of your mind. Change your thoughts and you change your world. The question isn't whether this works. The question is whether you'll work it. Start tonight. Your wealthy future self is waiting. If this video exposed something in you, hit subscribe. There's much more to uncover about the millionaire mindset.